Coming back to ancient India, can you just give me an idea of what would happen to women who would not want to pursue the traditional path of becoming a wife and a mother? Was it harder for them?
I'm sure, I mean, women would have had to negotiate their way through it, everything, right? So those women who would have been all right or with marriage and having children, I'm sure lots of women would have been looking forward to it because that is how they had seen their mothers, their aunts all doing that. So they wouldn't have found anything wrong with that. So most women would have been looking forward to that. But those who didn't want to do that, I mean, in ancient India, we hear of the term Brahmavadinis. So women who wanted to pursue higher knowledge, and so they didn't get married and they went pursued it further and further. So they also are worshipped. Their whatever they wrote is also being chanted in the Veda, in the Vedic corpus of knowledge. We have a lot of women rishis, right? So they would have been such women who didn't want to get trapped in marital life, but they wanted to ponder on the larger questions of life. They wanted to go further in understanding the universe and in self-awareness and things like that. Okay.
Were they discouraged though?
I mean, I would think typically women would have been encouraged, discouraged from that because women are also seen as the people who will bring the next generation. So they have that role as well.
Yeah.
So women are seen as Shakti. Women are seen as people who are seen as a force of nature.
Yeah.
And so we need to, if a woman, a huge number of women get into this thinking that they don't want to marry, they don't want to have children, then what will happen to the next generation? How will the next generation come? So this worry would have been there. So obviously women would have been discouraged from saying that they don't want to marry and things like that. So, but then I think women would have negotiated their way. I mean, even if you go back and look at the life of Mirabai, Mirabai decided that she didn't want to be a queen and she just wants to follow the path of Krishna. She wants to worship Krishna and she wants to meet Krishna. So she left home, she wandered like an ascetic. She faced a lot of tribulations, of course, because women weren't doing that in large numbers. So, but she continued and then she went on doing what she wanted to do. So it's up to, I would say that just like today, women have to negotiate their way through and get what they want. They have to persuade their family members, they have to persuade society and then go forward, right? Even today it's there actually. It's not like everything is easy for today's women. Yes, it's easier, but they have even for men actually.
Yeah, I was going to say that.
Yeah,
everyone in some way has to, if they want to do something that's against society, societal norms, they have to negotiate their way.
Not against societal norms, something different from familial norms also. Something that your family has not done before. Like somebody says, I want to become a filmmaker, and then you will face it from the family. That, oh, you won't have a regular source of income, if you go, you'll only when your film does well, you'll earn and things like that. So they'll discourage, right? So if you're really, really keen on being a filmmaker, you have to fight, you have to explain, you have to do a lot of things, negotiate your way through and then reach your goals. So that would have been so for women as well. That if they don't want to marry, it would not have, because you see, everybody wished well for the women. So the family members who asked women to get married wished the women well. They wanted them to be happy, to have companionship, and they want to be assured that this woman will be taken care of in her old age and things like that. She'll have children who will take care of her. That's the reason the women were told to get married.
Yeah, right? And that's actually interesting because nowadays, like in my generation, if like amongst my friends, they don't like being told by aunties and uncles at weddings that, oh, why are you not married, or all those things, and because they think it's regressive. But when I think about it, like I pondered about it and I said, they're not asking because it's regressive. They're asking because they care about you and they're concerned, and they feel like marriage is your way of making sure that you're not lonely and you have companionship throughout, throughout your life, because your original family won't be there with you forever. And you will feel that we're social beings at the end of the day. So I like to see where people come from. And if someone says, oh, why are you not married? I don't take it as an affront. I know it comes from a place of concern.
That's true, but it can get annoying. I also understand women who get annoyed because let's say they have been looking for a partner and they haven't found anyone. And then they keep going on, they keep getting this question, but why haven't they found somebody? it can get upsetting, but it's not regressive. Yes.
Yeah, it's
I
not
mean,
regressive.
it's good to not label such things as regressive, but understand where it comes from.